Hi guys! Jake and Marisa, back again for more live reactions to Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel. There we go. So we just jumped right into it. So congratulations to whoever is in the chat so far for being there right at the moment that we start.
Nobody!
Nobody? What?
Nobody's in the chat. Hey, Justin!
Justin's first up. Alright. We're getting the hang of this.
We're getting it.
Ah, there we go. We're already up to 4. Yeah, we just jumped right into the.
Well, you don't tweet and Facebook it until like right when it's happening.
That's because I don't have a link until right when it's happening. No, I don't. That's not how it works.
You can make the thingy like 10 minutes before.
Yeah, but we didn't, so I couldn't.
So we should just
yeah, but we didn't have any time to do that.
No, because we were eating.
We were eating
because we were filming up until an hour ago.
Yeah,
Academy's Rangers Power Reviews.
Yeah, we were taking care of a bit more filming today. Didn't quite get as much done as I was hoping because I think I wrenched my shoulder or something moving some of the flats around, which was unfortunate.
Hi there. Hi, Zachary.
Yep. I believe it's the A games. If I'm right.
Oh.
Yeah. As opposed to
I thought it was Thea Games.
I could be wrong. But yes, thanks again to everyone joining us.
That's a name. Thea.
I hope that people are having a good week. This is the first time in a long time that we've actually had a new Power Rangers episode on the Worldwide Day of Play. Apparently, Nickelodeon decided to stop not showing stuff on the Worldwide Day of Play because they realized all it was doing was sinking their ratings. It just was not working to not air anything for a day.
Yeah, because everyone
hey, Dustin. Hey,
was watching a different channel instead of going outside.
Yeah, that's pretty much how that was rolling. So Cartoon Network was getting a great boost, I'm sure, from that. Alright. So yeah, we'll see everybody kind of jumping in, looking great. Bonjour, hi guys, hello. As far as new things in the world of Power Rangers, I know that the new Beyond the Grid story arc just kicked off. But you want there it is.
I didn't even have time to put this in a glass.
So that just released this week. Issue 31 of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers comic. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. I went to see if I could pick up a variant, and they didn't have the variant on hand. That Forever Red variant looks very nice.
Oh.
And if I was going to purchase it, I was going to purchase a variant, because I usually get the comics direct from Boom, but those take a while, like a couple weeks. I don't know if, and I have heard some rumors that train might be stopping, but I'm not sure. No, it's not good for that train to stop. I want that train.
I was just making fun of the use of the word train.
Yeah, the free comic book train. I don't know. It's one of the last lingering things from the Power Force, was we all had a subscription to the Boom comics.
It's a good train. We like it. Check it.
I know that some people still get press releases that used to be in Power Force, but not the entire Power Force. So I don't know why that is.
You didn't want to be press anyway.
This is true. I've never really although we do a quick discussion of Power Rangers updates through the week at the beginning of these live reactions. We're not a Power Rangers
got a copyright claim from Hasbro.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I know. Yeah, now Hasbro is directly claiming Power Rangers videos, apparently. So that's going to be an interesting thing to keep an eye open for when episode 86 is done. Again, filming is almost done. We just keep picking up these last little bits here and there. I did a bunch of filming last night. We did about an hour of filming today. So we knocked out a lot of stuff with Database and K. And now it's just like, I gotta take care of some effect shots. I gotta film a few of those, because those are annoying. Interesting. Okay, so we're getting a little behind the scenes info on today's episode for Power Rangers. But you know what? We'll take a look at that afterwards.
Yeah. We'll come back to you.
Dustin. Just quickly refreshing how we run this. We're going to be focusing mostly on the episode during the actual episode itself. During the commercials, we'll check in with you guys down in the chat. If you haven't had a chance to join the chat before, you should absolutely join us. We're doing these 7 o'clock every Saturday now, unless otherwise announced.
Yep. And you can totally continue talking and commenting on the episode as we go along. We're just not going to answer any questions until the end.
Yeah, and we might address the chat a bit during the commercials as well.
Yes, but we still shouldn't get started on any questions.
Yeah.
It does have a tendency to run longer than the commercial break.
Yeah. If you're watching right now, whether it be live or the later YouTube release, by all means, have your friends join us if you enjoy watching Power Rangers with us.
Because we enjoy watching Power Rangers with you.
We enjoy the company. All right, so about 6 minutes in, we've got.
Where can we watch the Power Rangers episode? Well, we're watching it on cable TV.
We're watching it on cable TV. I don't know if it's up on the nick.com site or not, but you can double check.
We DVR'd it.
Yeah, we do DVR, so that's how we watch the new Power Rangers episodes. But yeah, you could try searching.
Trying to stay this side.
Yeah, you can try
copyright.
You can try checking Nickelodeon.com or whatever is the most convenient thing for you where you are.
Piracy is bad. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what applies in other countries. I don't know how you guys watch it, but and actually, if you're in France, then you've probably seen every episode that's already come out because I think they've already released the finale in France.
Oh goodness. So the French are way ahead of us.
Oh yeah, they often are.
In more ways than one.
Anyway, so I think it's time to kick off the episode.
Yes, it is.
So here we go with episode 15 of Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel. Tech support.
Earth's greatest ninja.
Earth's greatest ninja.
To keep the universe safe from the
Who sacrificed himself and then...
10 years later.
Wait a minute. The episode is called Tech Support?
The episode is called Tech Support. I feel like this
is my episode.
This is your episode, huh?
I am Tech Support.
You are Tech Support.
Why did I not wear my I am the IT guy shirt for this?
I did not think to mention that. I'm sorry.
Instead, I've got my
You've got your toaster.
my toaster oven.
That's your Cylon toaster. I think is still appropriate.
Yes.
What? They're at the high school. There.
Route the program to launch on your desktop.
Hey Emma, ready for your karate lesson?
Almost.
Wait.
And
You,
there.
okay.
It's all done.
So,
Let me get this
so
straight.
she fixed the website for the school.
Everything that's in these is now in there.
Yep, I built
Okay.
a program that consolidates the school's database. Just type in what you're looking for. No more searching through
Nice.
giant folders.
Nice. That's convenient.
That is convenient.
I will remember this when I'm deciding the winner of the school.
Just don't throw them out. Are you throwing them out?
Don't
Great.
throw out the hard copy.
You do not know how computers. No.
Somebody say trophy.
That's right.
What?
It's Technology Week, so tomorrow I'll be giving it out to the student with the best high-tech achievement.
Tomorrow, huh? Plenty of time.
Really?
Well, this just goes towards that theory.
Something amazing.
Yeah, this is really reinforcing my theory from last week that this is a super experimental tech school.
Yep. But also, don't
So-
throw out your hard copy.
Wait, this is not a karate lesson. You're
is
teaching her kendo.
This is kendo. This is definitely kendo.
That is 100% kendo.
That's Boken, and that's kendo.
Raise the sword above your head.
Swing with power.
That's also your stance is a little weak.
Downtime procedures.
You're not supposed to do the
You need to
swing.
have
I'm
them.
really good at this.
Maybe we'll practice that move a little more next
Tech
time.
support
Yeah.
is here to keep your computer running, but when your computer goes down, you're gonna want that piece of paper
Do me a
back.
big favor. You know, one day I'll be as good at fighting as the Power Rangers.
Oh.
Oh, that's adorable.
That's a great goal.
Anything I can do for you, Brody?
Actually, my phone's been kind of glitchy lately. If you have time, you think you can take a look?
Yeah, no problem.
So, every time I open up this app, the whole thing freezes up.
Ah!
Have you tried
That was
uninstalling
unexpected.
that app? It's a killer keyboard.
Nice timing. Boom, 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 boom. Go! Power Rangers, Ninja Steel.
By
Weave with all our might together, Ninja Steel.
Never
give up without a fight. Together, ninja steel. Power Rangers, fear no danger. Go, go, Power Rangers. Go, go, Power Rangers. Go. Stand out for what is right. Together, ninja spin.
Spin!
Marching out all day and night. Together, ninja steel. Power Rangers, fear no danger. Go, go, Power Rangers. Go, go, Power Rangers. Go, ninja steel. Go, Power Rangers, ninja steel. Go, go, Power Rangers. Go, go, Power Rangers. Go, ninja steel.
Every time I open up this...
Why do we need to replay that moment? That's weird. Okay, this wasn't a commercial. I mean, I guess it is on X.com, but...
Get safety. I'll be behind you.
Okay.
Humans are all afraid of me.
What?
Mighty Typeface.
Typeface. That's why...
Ninja spin.
I guess that's why Dustin, I believe, said to beware of typeface.
Connection between our weapons and the computer.
Oh, the monster's called Typeface.
That's the last of our weapons.
He's a face made up of keyboards.
Yep.
Are in top shape.
So they just did an update of their wireless connection to the Starblades.
I'm at the docks. Come quick. We're on our way.
I'm going to assume they're going to have some sort of technical issue with their Starblades that will make no actual sense, but for some reason, the tech guru girl is going to be able to fix it. That is my prediction right now.
But, wait a minute.
Yeah.
All good.
If she's... Is she gonna have to find out their identities? Or is the Power Rangers gonna go to her for the tech?
I don't know. It could go either way on that. Probably the latter, because they've made it clear they have no problem approaching people as the Power Rangers to ask for favors.
That's true. Why is the backside of the keyboard rocks?
I don't know.
Also, he's not just a type face. He's a type entire body.
Yeah.
That keyboard monster is gone for now. Let's finish these guys off. You said it.
I like that they just acknowledge he's a keyboard monster. What is going on here? What, is this guy gonna find out who you really are?
Hey, you! Get to safety!
What? No, don't do that. That's a bad idea.
Oh, okay. You mean Victor and Monty. Those are just
She
nicknames
thinks
you gave for them.
she thinks that she. No, you didn't. No, you,
Who else wants some?
no. This is no.
No, wait!
It's like no. Your eyes were closed and they shot at the. You would have noticed if there was an impact. You don't know how.
Now, Yellow Ranger.
You don't know how anything works, but okay. You're kind of
He just happens
adorable.
to be hitting them just as they're disappearing.
Okay, that actually helped a little.
I got him.
Excuse me, what are you doing here?
Well, helping you.
I mean, you're kind of being adorable, but it's also you're
Thanks, I guess,
not being
but next time,
you're not being intelligent.
Yeah, I'll be seeing you guys again.
No, none of them.
Oh shoot, I'm late. Bye.
None of them know how to speak apparently in this moment.
Sorry, guys. Emma told me she wanted to fight like a ranger, but I had no idea she'd go this far.
look, Brody, you need to find a way to
That's
tell her
awkward.
what she's doing is dangerous.
Yeah.
I know a way to tell her what she's doing is dangerous.
You say
Emma, what you're doing is dangerous.
His weapons were right in front of you. How could you fail to infect them with your computer virus?
I can still do it. I just had some bad luck.
Madonna, go with
Okay.
this malfunctioning magnet
Why
and
the
make
dog
sure the
Abby's
Rangers'
school?
weapons get his virus. Then they'll be
What
powerless
is-
to beat him.
what is
Of
Madonna
course,
supposed to
I'm
do?
obvious.
I won't fail you again.
Alright, what were you reading off on?
Someone says, why the dog ID school? I don't.
Oh, why dog in school? I guess that from last time.
Yeah, that must be from last time because we ain't seen no dog in school in this episode.
Yeah, that was the last episode with the
Why
dog.
is the dog at school?
Yeah, that was the
Zachary,
last
we're not watching that episode.
We're watching Tech Support right now, which is episode 15.
That's episode 14.
So it might be that episode 14 is just the most recent one on there, on Nick.com right now, if they're checking Nick.com. So, I'm sorry if we're not synced up with what you guys are watching.
I love chocolate with marshmallow unicorns forever.
Apparently, unicorns sneeze gold.
And I largely ignored
And
them.
they poop
I didn't know what
rainbows.
ABC Mouse was, but talking to other parents, ABC
So,
Mouse just kept
really,
coming up again
you
and
just
again.
get a little pepper underneath
When Summer
the
started
unicorn's
ABC Mouse,
nose.
it
You
was
got
a
yourself a
fast transformation.
literal, like,
A kid who didn't
wait,
know how
does
to
that mean when a
do
unicorn is
anything
picking its
with
nose,
math,
it's actually
she was
literally
ABC.
digging for
She started
gold?
to read words. She can spell her name. ABC
I wonder if
Mouse is
that's
so
where
different
the
from every other thing.
I guess that's where that term
It's amazing.
With Lego Harry Potter.
Yeah, feel free to keep looking. I don't know the best way for if you don't have DVR at home, or or VCR.
Yeah, we did that for a while, remember?
Yeah, that was
We had VHS tapes. It was crazy.
that was a struggle.
The story goes,
Nikki,
it's
if you're there,
entirely up to you.
hello.
Welcome back to Hogwarts with Lego Harry Potter. Set sold separately. Also available, Lego Fantastic Beasts.
So
They're really rad robots. We build really rad
So okay,
robots.
I'm going to say though that Brody's kendo form, well, one, that's not Type 1 Do, and two, you're a little bit off on your form. You're doing a little too much follow through. You want a little bit more control. Just saying.
Oh, sweet. He'll impress your friends.
My husband critiquing the Power Rangers kendo form.
I'm just saying I took kendo for a little while there,
You did take
so I know
kendo
the
for a
basic
while.
form of kendo.
Your Halloween on.
Yeah, I got a friend in the hospital who
Your groove.
I didn't answer the phone because it went off while I was on video. So I sent her the link. I
Yeah.
hope she's watching. If you are, hi.
Hey.
And I'll get right back to you as soon as I'm off.
Yeah.
It's called Brook Ball. Brook balls are ejected when the brook crosses, and then the player has to hit them.
That is quite a Rube Goldfish device.
It's just a
Goldfish. Kiss the goldfish crackers.
That is amazing. That is that is an impressive accomplishment for a cracker that has no limbs.
Also, this child owns way too many rubber balls.
Come to think of it, how is that little goldfish even holding that pencil to use as a bat? It has no limbs.
No, man, it's probably the same as nuggets in the universum. It's a goddamn play. They have a body that's shaped kind of like a chicken nugget and a head that floats on it. And they have two circular hands, but they've got no arms that connect their hands to their body, and they've got no neck that connects their head to their body. They just kind of whoop.
Goldfish crackers have telekinesis. That's what it is.
Yes, goldfish crackers.
Okay, what have you decided to invent this time, guys?
Shotbot. If Shotbot can sink these balls pronto,
Okay.
we'll win that technology.
That's not going to go well for you. That's going to do something to your burgers, and you will be made a mess of. That's fun. Nice.
Go Shotbot.
Oh, bad CG. Terrible CG.
Yeah, well, it was okay at first when it was a top-down shot, and then it got
No,
worse.
it's terrible right now.
That's why I say it got worse once they did change the angle.
I didn't say destroy it.
You'll have to think of something else, Monty. But right now, it's burger time.
What's going to happen with your burgers? Are your burgers full of, yeah. Yep. There were pool balls in your burgers.
could cook better food than a snack stop slot.
Oh, no, they just taste terrible, okay.
You may be onto something, Monty.
Look, it's Emma.
Oh, no.
Gosh, we saw your video.
Oh, no.
Oh no, she's on YouTube. She went viral.
She's famous for fighting monsters. This is only going to
She went viral.
This is bad.
She's gonna keep fighting monsters, and that's not good.
You're right.
I feel I'm concerned for her and uncomfortable about the situation.
What do we have? We have you.
How did she get back the phone?
We have
You're welcome. Hey, I wanted to thank you too
What?
for all your help teaching me to fight.
I think that might be his cable company. We have Spectrum. It's terrible.
Yes.
Sure
Yes,
you've heard that I totally fought with the Power Rangers.
you shouldn't have. That was a bad idea.
Look, that sounds kind of dangerous. Maybe you should.
Oh, it's fine. Someone videoed the fight and everyone's loving it. Anyway,
That's not-
Since I've gotten so
Oh,
good,
it's fine. Someone videoed the fight, and that makes it okay.
I'm all done. Maybe one day I could give you some
I don't know. I'd be okay with this.
Oh wait, she thinks she's done with doing karate practice.
Because she was able
No.
to kick the thingies.
Oh.
Yes, I'm watching on DVR.
Yes.
Downtown. We're on it. Let's go.
I am concerned for this girl.
As Edmona, I believe, is French, though, so I'm
Yes.
not sure what they call DVR in France.
It's a digital
It's a
video
video recording.
Yeah.
It's in the cable box.
Test their weapons this time.
Yeah,
Maybe
see,
double the
the-
monsters, but there's still 0 brains. Morphin' time. Power stars.
Now, is Badana actually going to do something this episode? I'm curious, because she's yet to actually do anything. Apart from just be, like, menacing with her fan. Can she actually fight? Like, we've never seen Badana fight. I do not believe that she's about to fight. Yeah, she's not going to fight. Oh, wait, is she? Badana's actually fighting!
And she's good at it.
It only took 15 episodes. But apparently she can actually fight. She does the whole fan fighting thing. Oh, she's a fantastic fighter.
They don't have DVR in France.
What is... You are dodging very awkwardly.
You are truly pathetic, Rangers. Forget typeface. I will destroy you myself.
Since...
Oh
Oh no, don't.
You
Don't.
have to go through
No. No, this is bad.
like a hot knife through butter.
Oh, that's not good. Did that actually...
Ha! Lucky break. You won't be so
She
lucky.
did get very lucky.
Curses! That was close.
Are you okay?
I don't know what happened. I thought I could fight them.
No, you
I'm
can't.
sorry, but you need to leave this to us.
Yeah,
Please, it's
you really
not
do.
safe for you. Come on.
Good.
Faster, boots!
You'll pay for that, Badana. Arrow blast!
But I'm very glad to see that Badana is actually useful in combat.
Then I'm not
She's got battle fans.
Yep.
That's a thing, too, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Let's help the others.
She's just never used them for anything up until now.
Why is the keyboard monster made of rocks?
I don't know. They just need to fill in the rest of it.
You've been,
Your face
like,
smells loser
plastic.
too.
Front end is plastic.
Technically, all of it's made out of foam, I'm sure.
Right, but the keyboard is made to look like the classic black
Yeah.
keyboard.
Well, my assumption is,
Although,
wow, you have a literal injector for your... So it's not even like a monster ability?
each of his keys have their own face.
Huh.
What happened to my blade?
It's
infected.
purple.
But for now, I'm hitting my escape key.
Each of the keys on his face has its own face.
I didn't notice that. I'll have to see it
Evil red
closer.
eyes.
Whoa, sounds urgent. Let's go.
That's unsettling.
Warning. Virus infection alert. Warning.
Our computer systems are under attack. Some kind of virus
Oh, wow.
hit our network.
It went through the
The
network.
swords are networked.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about before.
All of our weapons will stop working. What? Without our weapons, we'll be toast.
I wish I was more of a programmer. I don't know squat about computer viruses.
I know someone who's...
How did you create hollow clones of yourself?
I think I know just who you mean. We better more.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I can actually buy this one. I can buy this one.
Okay.
Alright, now,
She doesn't-
she said it wrong, but here's the thing. A dev and an IS security person are in fact two separate
That's
skill
fair.
sets.
What was I thinking?
We haven't established that she has that skill set yet.
No, but she does apparently have break fist skills, which lend themselves more towards this
I'm so
That's
sorry.
fair.
than IS
I wanted to
security.
be a ninja just like you. But it seems like I only got in the way.
Fighting is dangerous, but we're here because there's another way you can help us.
Really?
Yep, really.
This
There's
is-
a virus in our
this-
Ranger technology, and we need to get rid of it fast.
This is awkward, but at least it's wholesome.
I am. And I'd love to help you.
Fantastic. But we'll need to blindfold you to take you to our secret base.
Okay.
To go to your base?
Yeah.
That's
This
awesome.
is awkward.
Of course you can blindfold me.
Mega Motorcycle Star, rev up!
They're gonna drive
Really?
her around for a little while
Really?
before they bring
Really?
her there.
This is so silly. It's kind of adorable. It's very silly.
At the base. It's a long way from here. Hold on.
Okay.
Wow. This
Oh,
is.
come on, he's driving in circles. She's gonna feel that.
Yeah, she will.
Well, she'll be disoriented.
Virus infection.
Nothing's working. The virus is too complex to fight.
Now, I am wondering, Redbot, are you networked into anything? Because that would be interesting.
Don't you teach her? You can't let her see you here.
Oh, come on. What are you gonna turn into? You're gonna turn into a thing. Really?
Wow, this place
A
is
mallet?
so cool.
That's a weird thing to turn into.
You must be Redbot. I read your book. It was great. Oh, I've never seen a hammer like that.
They-
You never will again.
Emma, computers are over here.
I'm really amused that they acknowledge that the book is out there. That's the first acknowledgement we've had of the book
That's a nasty one.
in a long
The
time.
virus program isn't going to work.
So
You can't help us?
I didn't say that.
she's got
Like a ninja has a lot of boobs.
magic
I have all the
things.
tools. I'll
What?
find something.
You're like a computer ninja.
That is a lot of different
Let's try this
USBs.
one.
This is my USB.
This program
There are
is
many like
while we're
it,
waiting,
but
see if
this
I can
one
get any
is
of your
mine.
systems running again.
Oh, good news. The bus cam detector is back online.
Oh, that's nice.
No, bad news. It's showing activity in the industrial corner.
I'm really amused that the monster's ability wasn't actually from its body, it just had a random injector thing.
Then we'll just use our fists.
Also, I'm just gonna. Okay, yeah, you can still use swords. Like, just because they're no longer networked does not
See,
mean
look,
that they
look
don't.
at all the little faces.
Okay.
All little faces on his keys. Every one of his keys is little evil faces with little red eyes.
Yeah, none of that's working. Okay, I don't know why you tried to do that first. Just attack him with the swords.
Hit him. See?
Oh, now I see. Yeah, the little red eyes on everyone. It's weird.
Just hit him!
You have swords. You are ninjas.
Astamona wants to know why every character except the Pink Ranger seems stupid, and I would like to point out that 2 weeks ago, the Pink Ranger was really stupid too.
Here's my current theory with these guys is that this is a gifted school, but when you have certain skills, it's usually balanced by certain deficits. So maybe they are geniuses in certain regards, but just don't have basic common sense, which fits what's going on.
Chuck E. Cheese's is all you can play.
Also, apparently now Rise of the Ninja Turtles is full on having episodes, so I kind of want to see more of that. I saw the preview episodes a few weeks back, and it was intriguing, as wacky and crazy as it is. And I look forward to seeing more of it and seeing where they go with it. Like, much like the 2012 series, I was not on board with when it started, really. Like, I tried really hard. It took a while before I kind of warmed up to it. And this one is just so different. I'm just kind of intrigued by it and entertained by its absurdity. I don't know why the chat keeps disappearing on my computer.
I've got it.
You've got it on yours. Anything interesting going on over there?
We're just discussing DVRs.
Oh, okay.
delivers everything your pets need right to your door. They ship all your favorite brands.
Yeah, I don't know why the chat keeps going blank on my browser.
Maybe because you've got to set a chop chat, try live chat.
Plus, you get fast, free shipping.
Drop down from it.
Oh, I thought that it was.
With Chewy.com, you don't have to break a
Everything
sweat
just suddenly
or the bank.
reappeared.
Save 20% on your first order and get fast free shipping. Shop online at Chewy.com.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have pressed any buttons,
Oopsie doopsie.
because that just made everything go really slow for a while.
Oh, and Daniel Romano's making Power Rangers Zeo references, which I didn't get because I
Oh, what do you say?
watched Zeo in ages. I don't know.
Oh, he was
Just
talking about Mean Screen. From back
I
in
was gonna say,
Zio.
I don't know, because I didn't get the reference. You tell me!
Okay, now I switched over to live chat so I can actually see everything. I didn't notice
excuse
the
me.
difference there.
But, was that girl in that commercial just wearing
I don't know.
the outfit from Clueless?
Entirely possible.
The yellow plaid?
Entirely possible.
Had a conversation with someone the other day. No, not the other day. Earlier today, about Alicia Silverstone playing the mom in a movie.
Yeah, it's kind of amusing.
Tired of wrestling with seemingly impossible cleaning tasks?
But yeah, Mean Screen was a monster back in Zio that infected a bunch of computers with a computer virus, but it was a 1996 computer virus. So they had to have their random friend of the day fix it. It was actually Raymond, who appeared as their random Jewish friend for Season to Remember. He was also
Zio-Drin?
what? No. Zio Power Ranger Zio, not Zyuohger. Zyuohger, Sentai, Power Ranger Zio, 1996.
Which Sentai was Power Ranger Zio?
Oh, Ranger. OH, Ranger.
Let's do it. Ninja Blaster, power up! Whiplash!
Why aren't you using your swords? They're swords. Stop trying to use ranged weaponry.
Hit him!
You said you were going to use your fists. Use them. You're ninjas. You're being very bad ninjas right now.
The virus is failing!
Like,
Fantastic! You've done it!
Rangers, this is your computer ninja Emma. All your weapons are back online.
Thanks, Emma. Great timing. The weapons are good to go.
Let's try our blasters again.
congratulations on your new title at work is Computer Ninja. I think that works.
I'm gonna tell Steve that I'm gonna go to work tomorrow.
Yep.
Skyfire is offline!
What? How did you destroy the thing that... Okay, sure,
They
why not?
shot it.
He pulled it out from behind his back after they shot his front.
Somehow they managed to shoot all the way through to hammer space.
Very silly. Also, this monster is kind of pathetic in that his only ability is a random, little gun that he just carries with him and can be easily destroyed.
Let's finish him together.
Also, with regards to the look of the monster, one thing that I know from the Ninja with the designs, the idea with them was that each monster was created by the spirit of a different, oh man, I just blanked on the word. A different, not common.
Kami spirit. It's the kami of a different...
Yeah, but it's like malevolent spirit. It's not kami.
Yokai?
Yokai, there it is, yokai. Apparently he has a teleport ability. But yeah, different yokai would inhabit a different object, and then that object would turn into a modern incarnation of that yokai. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was some sort of rock yokai that merged with a keyboard.
Fair enough.
Hey, Astro Sword. Ooh, can you do anything with the Blaze Mega Sword? Okay, apparently you just pick him up. Sure, why not? That's very silly. Wait, aren't you about to just shoot yourselves at the Astro Sword? Okay, he jumped away.
I am...
That was...
I'm Bill and Tedding this.
That's very silly. I'm really amused how they keep using this new Mighty Morphin mix as if it's their theme song, because it's better than their actual theme song.
Thanks, Rangers. Happy to help.
Good for you, Emma. Okay.
Is Emma gonna come...
Yeah, now they're going to resume karate, or is she gonna choose to go back to her thing?
Sure.
Listen, I just wanted to say, I realize now that it was too dangerous for me to try to fight alongside the Power Rangers.
It's true.
Besides, I have other skills.
Yeah, you
like
do.
computers, which definitely aren't as dangerous. Still, I was wondering...
You still
Are
want...
we giving me ninja lessons again?
You still want to
I
learn
just
more?
love learning martial arts.
Oh, that's cool.
Sure. I owe you for fixing my phone.
Oh, thanks, Birdie.
Come on,
Yeah.
let's get to class.
Go. You write violation?
Okay. Right. I totally forgot about this subplot.
Now, there were lots of strong contenders, but...
Wait. Before you finish, there's something you're gonna want to see.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't want to see this. I don't know what's going to happen, but she does not want this to happen.
The one, the only... Victormatic Auto Snickers!
That is a mouthful.
Okay, this further goes to the whole, this school is a magnet school, otherwise the principal's first reaction would be, excuse you, what have you done to our snack location?
Ice cream.
What
Slow down, Victor.
is going to happen?
I haven't ironed out all the kinks yet.
What is going to happen?
See?
It worked perfect.
There's nachos. Okay, now it's going to start flinging things at people. What's it going to do next? No. Yep, there comes... Yeah, it's just going to start throwing things at people. Ah! They're all pies!
No,
What?
that was spaghetti.
That was spaghetti, okay.
That's nachos.
Okay, so they are mixing it up. For a moment I thought they were all pies, but no, that was the ice cream. No, there was a cream pie option.
They need to put that tarp back down.
So...
No.
Get my 50th trophy?
No, you don't. Emma gets it for doing something, I don't know what.
The winner of the technology trophy is Emma Harris.
We don't know why. But she didn't do anything. Didn't I? I'm really amused that we had this contest as like a background plot. That
I was really expecting
Didn't actually-
something to go wrong with the computer system after they threw away their paper, because goodness gracious, never throw away your paper.
oh yeah, no, that was just really stupid.
Emma's the new Raymond.
Yeah, she pretty much is.
As Demona,
Yeah.
this is a weird school. This is a very weird school.
I am convinced that
It's not normal for us either.
that this is an experimental private school because it explains
This has got to be an experimental
so much.
school.
So much. Like everybody is we hadn't actually really interacted with other students at this school until
How does this school
recently.
contest work? We don't know either. It doesn't make sense.
We don't know what
This
Emma
is not
won for.
a French-American
She just-
thing. This is a Power Rangers doesn't make sense thing.
The teacher just handed Emma a trophy, and we have no idea what she did to earn it.
No idea.
It was just like, that was weird.
I mean, apparently she categorized the school's computer. She consolidated the school's computer.
That.
I wonder if it's funded by Alphabet Soup.
Yeah. That would be weird. No, that would have been an elementary school. Oh, these are the people who went to the Alphabet Soup elementary school but didn't get recruited into the think tank.
How does this school contest work?
I don't know. Maybe she did get the thing for doing the database for the school. And I really, you know what? Actually, I think probably the most realistic thing about this, come to think of it, is that an experimental tech school would totally have all their records just in old binders that are extremely inefficient. Because that's just how private schools are going to work.
Yep.
Because, some of them, yeah, they're really good. But for the most part, they have a bunch of messes that public schools don't. Because they don't have the same infrastructure. This school of theirs is so weird. It makes so little sense. Oh man, this episode was kind of cute. I wouldn't call it like a good episode.
Neither would I.
I'd say it was cute. I'd say it wasn't glaringly frustrating
Hallelujah,
like the last few. We didn't have any major lesson issues other than that it was just really heavily telegraphed.
I actually think they missed an opportunity. This
Yeah.
was a LARPing episode inside an RPG game to get a new weapon.
Interesting.
Okay, well, that was a missed opportunity. But the other missed opportunity was the one where they didn't get the chance to teach kids not to do dumb things for YouTube views.
Yeah,
Because
that's
they
true.
put up the whole, and everybody's watching my video thing, and it's like, don't do dumb things for YouTube views. This is how kids get hurt. I mean, we have these situations where they're like doing the cinnamon and the cinnamon challenge, or the salt and ice challenge, or there's Frankie.
Yeah, hey Frankie, how you doing, man? Doing a little cameo?
Well, Oliver already went by, and someone asked what his name
Yeah.
was, and I gave them his name, and I was like, there's also a black cat named Frankie. And
Yeah.
then he seems to have obliged us with his presence.
Frankie, also known in Power Reviews as Zagger.
Tide Pod challenge, yeah.
Done his great Zagger performances.
Don't eat Tide Pods.
Yeah,
The salt and ice challenge, where you put the salt and the ice in your hand. Some kids have actually
Yeah.
managed to frostburn themselves that way. The deodorant challenge, where they take spray deodorant and spray it on their arm continually. Once again, you can give yourself a burn that way.
yeah, that does seem like a missed opportunity here.
And with the number of kids doing dumb YouTube challenges to try and go viral, the whole people watched my video and it's cool thing should have been addressed.
The applicability of the lesson was, I think, could have been handled a little better. You shouldn't, I guess, the idea is don't put yourself in danger, in dangerous situations. You can be a hero in other ways. But it was still kind of a little muddled, even though it was being heavily telegraphed where they were going for it. It was, I feel like it was, they telegraphed where they were going better than they actually clarified when they were there, I think, when it came to the lesson. There's definitely, it was...
The pods are not crunchy.
It was
They're
an
not
awkward. It was an awkward episode because it was so heavily telegraphed. But at the very least, the lesson was mostly there and mostly appropriate.
They're
and
gooey and acetic.
It was wholesome. I'd say it was a pretty wholesome episode.
It was very wholesome. Sorry, I'm correcting Daniel's impression that the Tide Pods are crunchy. They're not crunchy. They're plastic bags that you
No,
put into
that
them,
was
and they're full of
Ginger
acid.
Records, I think, saying that.
Ginger Records.
Yeah,
They're full of terrible acid because, well, it's supposed to be diluted in your dishwasher water.
Yeah.
So if you put it directly in your mouth,
Well, in your
you get chemical
washing
burns.
I believe. Washing machine, because Tide
Yeah.
Pods, not
You may as well
Cascade
drink
Pods.
bleach.
You shouldn't do that either. Don't do either. of
No,
those
it wasn't
things.
you, Daniel. Sorry, that was Ginger.
Yeah.
Well, if you've ever used them in your washing machine, they're squishy like plastic bags of liquid.
they're just compressed. They're super compressed soap and bleach.
Yeah,
which
and you don't
you
want to
shouldn't
eat
put
that.
in your mouth.
It's called the end shuriken.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, the end shuriken. I think that's like a major plot point of Ninja, I believe.
At
it's
this
what I'm thinking
point,
of.
since they're calling all the shurikens stars,
Yeah.
I guess they call it the end.
I don't know. We'll see what
Star.
we'll see what ends up happening. It looks like that whole plot element of this episode was just cut out for the Power Rangers version.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to think of what else there is to say about this one apart from the swords are melee weapons. Use them for melee.
Why are you not hitting them with the sword? Heck, even Emma knows to hit things with the sword.
And you know what? Actually, come to think of it, I did call from before the end of Act 1. I knew what was going to happen. Didn't I say?
Pretty much.
Oh, they're networking their Ninja Star Blades. You know what's going to happen? The monster's going to infect it with a virus, and then they're going to have to and then they won't be able to use their swords because they're stupid, and they're gonna have the friend fix it. And then you're like, but are they gonna reveal their identities or pretend to be Power Rangers? They'll probably just keep their helmets on. They have no problem approaching civilians as Power Rangers. Every single point I call on.
Why couldn't he have at least taken her around the block on the motorcycle? Going around in circles in the parking lot, she's going to feel that she's going around in circles.
We don't know how long they went around in circles. She could have done a figure 8. They might have changed it up. I'm going to go with because they had limited space on that set.
Yeah, well, they could have, driven
They cut away enough that they cut away soon enough that we don't know what they did from
Or
that.
they could have just cut away having him drive out of the junkyard, and
that's also a possibility.
And cut back to him driving back into the junkyard.
It was
still everywhere else, but it would have made more sense.
It was silly,
circles,
but we got the
point. It's just
point.
going to make her dizzy, and she's going to know she's going around.
I feel like a lot of this episode was silly, but we get the point. This was very
silly.
It was a silly, simple kind of episode. The Victor and Monty plot was oddly
disconnected. I hope they put the snack shack back the way it's supposed to be, because a snack shack that just throws pies at people is not useful. Excuse me, pies, nachos, spaghetti, whatever. If it's throwing the food at you, it's not feeding you.
What was it called again? The Victor Matic Auto Snack It?
Yes.
That is kind of an amazing name.
The Victor Matic Auto Snack It, however, just throws food at people.
Yes, it does. But that's still an amazing name. I'm not going to deny it. Also, it's not really that cool of an invention because it's basically just a vending machine.
It's an automat.
Yeah, it's an automat. Those were around in like
1960?
the 50s?
50?
I don't remember.
No, I think they were definitely around in the 50s because they were in Agent Carter.
Oh, they were, weren't they? Yeah, that was a big thing back then.
Yeah. Automats were a big thing. They were like, ooh, it's the wave of the future.
Yeah.
You put a coin in, you take a sandwich out of the little box.
Oddly enough, the main thing that I remember...
I seem to remember going to an automat once, though, but it was like, ooh, it's retro, there's still an automat here. Kind of like going to the drive-in movie where, ooh, it's the drive-in movie, it's special and retro.
The automats are more retro than drive-in movies.
A lot of the drive-in movies play up the old 1950s thing.
That's fair.
Because they still use that old black and white, let's all go to the lobby.
That's adorable.
Let's all go to the lobby.
But yeah, honestly, the thing
popcorn.
I best remember seeing an automat in, oddly enough, was the movie Dark City, which is a really cool movie. Just because it was a deliberately anachronistic world that they were in, and so there were a lot.
That would be a good anachronism.
Yeah.
Although, if you watch Star Trek Deep Space Nine, if you remember correctly, they used to go to lunch at the Replimat a lot.
Oh, okay. I did not watch Deep Space Nine, but
which was just a set of tables with some replicators.
That's adorable.
It's like
it's like the Synthetron on Power Rangers in Space.
Pretty much.
There you go.
But they called it the Replimat.
I love that I'm saying, it's like this thing in Power Rangers in Space, even though I know that Power Rangers was obviously ripping off Star Trek with the Synthetron.
Yes.
Just like the Simudeck was obviously the holodeck and all
what they did was they took the replicators, which are usually in somebody's...
Yeah, we live within like a half an hour of a drive-in movie.
Yeah, we do. It's right over by Agent B and Agent J's house.
Yeah. We have a lot of random agents.
We used last initials, but we had to use Agent B's maiden name because she's
they're
married to Agent J.
And I already had
and we already had an Agent R,
which was her first name. Yeah, usually we do. I jump back and forth between using first names and last names to decide what the initial's going to be.
Well, we couldn't use either of their first names.
Yeah, because we already had an R and a C.
He would be C and she would be R, and we already had those.
Yeah.
Anyway, point is, over by their place, drive-in movie.
Right. So yeah, I don't have too much heavy critiques on this episode, other than that it was just silly and goofy, and obviously the sword thing was silly and goofy.
I still feel like they missed a very important opportunity, not making a point about not doing stupid YouTube challenges.
Yeah, doing it for the Vine is not.
Nobody does it for the Vine anymore.
I know. But
Mine is
I feel like that's still a phrase. That might still be a phrase.
Yeah. Do it for the clicks.
Yeah. But we are. I think we're good to start
Don't
welcoming
do it for
in
the clicks.
any
Yes,
questions you
questions.
guys might have.
Questions.
Or any thoughts you guys might have regarding this episode that you might want us to bring up. And I will continue to exposit until we have commentary there.
Womp womp.
I'm just yeah, they're not exactly the most these aren't exactly the most current day thinking with the lessons here. They usually go for pretty simple. The closest thing was we got like don't use technology to cheat in class in like the
But
third
that came
episode.
off ham-handed and was like, don't use technology.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, the
Actually,
lessons for modern audiences have not been
Redbot
as
was
strong.
pretty good with the whole don't lie blog. Don't lie blog.
Yeah, but it that was also simplified down to don't fib, don't tell lies. That's all. That's really how they portrayed it as. They didn't.
Yeah. But it
They
does also
tend not to really
tangentially
contextualize
tell
these
you
into.
that not everything you read on the internet is real.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. I mean that one was a perfect example of how it could have been applied to modern day if it really was about fake news.
Yeah.
I mean, it was totally
even if it wasn't
unintentionally about fake
It could have
news.
even been about social media, which is a little
Yeah.
bit more topical to the kids, because a lot of what you see on social media is completely fake.
Yeah.
I mean, not completely fake, but it's like, look how wonderful my life is. They're cherry picking the good parts of their life to share with you. And trust me, everybody else has downtimes just like you do.
I feel like the
don't
whole
blog them.
Well, that's a little bit different, but I feel like fake news falls under the don't believe everything you see on the internet.
But you also shouldn't
umbrella.
believe other people's social media, because a lot of times people judge themselves in comparison to these people because they believe that it's true.
Yeah, but that's also not that you're getting into a finer line there between lying on the internet and simply presenting your best version of yourself on the internet.
Oh, some people are
little
just
bit different.
presenting the best of themselves, and some of them are straight up lying.
True, but the way you were
Like
phrasing
posing
it,
in front of cars they don't own and going, "This is my car."
the way you were phrasing it sounded a little bit like you were talking about the other cases as well, which isn't.
I mean, it runs the gamut.
I'd
You do have
say
people who are
that
like,
comparing yourself to people on the
"This is
internet
my house."
falls more under people trying to present their best selves on the internet, more so than
Also,
if we were talking about the don't believe everything you see on
constant
the internet.
photoshopping.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, I think those are two different lessons.
But I think
They're similar
photoshopping
lessons.
is definitely a don't believe everything you see on the internet.
Yes, that falls under that lesson, rather than don't model yourself off of what you believe other people's lives to be.
Modeling. That's not what I'm saying.
Well,
I'm
don't
saying,
compare yourself to other people's lives on the internet. I think that's a different lesson than
well, if you don't
everything.
believe them,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. If you tell them not to believe it, then they won't compare.
There's a Venn diagram there.
Yes, and I'm talking about the overlap.
Yeah, I
and
know.
you're focusing on the part of mine that doesn't overlap.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying, instead of focusing on the overlap between the two lessons, how about I think it makes more sense to focus on the one lesson rather than the overlap of the two lessons.
Well, I like the overlap because it covers two things.
Yeah, but it's also less applicable then.
No, it's not, because the thing is if you just don't believe what you see on the internet, then the other part won't happen either, because you can't compare yourself to something you don't believe.
Yeah. I feel like that's overcomplicating the lesson.
What keeps us going is Power Rangers fans.
Honestly,
He does.
yeah, well, that's it. It's me. It's not really what keeps us going as Power Rangers fans. Okay, it's me. But I will say a big part of it.
I would not be watching this if I was not married to this guy.
I will say a big part of it for me is that I do, as far as watching it, I enjoy watching it with you.
Aww.
That's been a fun activity for us to engage in together for the last 10 years. No, not 10 years. Over 12 years now. Because we've been watching Power Rangers together since Mystic Force. Our first date was...
Our very first date was to his basement to watch the premiere of Mystic Force and listen to his roommates rag on us the whole time.
by the way, for clarification, the basement was a den for a house that me and six guys were living
Jake
in.
and
It was not like
it was 5 guys
not,
because you were number 6.
that's right. It's not like it was like
6 guys
a
had
basement.
a house.
It was like
And their
it was like a den that
was a
everybody
rec
hung
room.
out in.
It was it was like the party location of their house.
Yeah, we used to
they
have
had
people over there all the
big
time.
screen TV and couches, and it was a.
Technically speaking, that was a studio apartment that we
I was
just
about to
used
say
as a hangout spot.
because what it was is that
It had a little kitchenette where we served snacks and things.
6 guys rented a whole duplex. So 3 people lived on one level, 3 people lived on the next level, and the bottom level, which was supposed to be a studio apartment, became
the hangout
place.
Yeah.
And the miniature kitchenette in that became a bar.
So as far as our commentary on Power Rangers episodes as we do these live reactions, one of the reasons that we kind of decided to just sort of keep rolling with this, especially after the first time we did it, was this is basically what we've always done with Power Rangers episodes. We watch them and we comment on them. We don't usually have a chat to talk to until recently.
This is really cool, having the chat to talk to, but, I mean...
But, yeah, we have fun watching the show, and to an extent, if it's not having a great season, making fun of it. Like, one of the things that kind of led me to think that Power Reviews would be a lot of fun to do was just us watching Overdrive was always entertaining, because Overdrive was... When we were watching Power Rangers Overdrive, like...
Operation Overkill.
After a while, like, even though I was still very much...
yes, it's also fun ripping on Ninja Steel.
Enjoying Power Rangers and not ripping into it so much. Operation Overdrive was really the first one where we got into the habit of ripping into it.
Well, that's because Operation Overdrive was horrible.
It was the first season that we watched together that was legit just not enjoyable, and it was made more enjoyable by watching it together and having fun making fun of it. Because I remember, very similar actually to this episode, there was something where I was commenting on a plot point, and that was exactly what ended up happening in the episode. Like, we were watching Lights, Camera, Dax, and I remember saying, Kandor and Miratrix are the only ones who don't have any foot soldiers. Well, what sort of foot soldiers would they have? I don't know, like ninjas or something. And like a minute later, they see all those ninjas. And it was amazing. And that made that episode so much more enjoying, because so much more enjoyable, because that was
you mean like fan
very
fiction?
silly.
I like fan fiction. I write fan fiction, not for Power Rangers. Right now I'm writing Person of Interest. But I'm assuming you write Power Rangers fan fiction, Dustin?
But yeah, even if Power Rangers frustrates me at times, I still enjoy watching it, because it's, among other things, like, I enjoy picking the show apart. I enjoy studying the show. I do. That was ridiculous.
You can go ahead and put a link in, Dustin. I'll clear it if you want to, like, link us.
That was the episode Just Like Me, where he decided he wanted to be like Will. But I've always enjoyed studying Power Rangers. I've always found it fascinating because it's such a unique show.
I will let that link through.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I know links get auto-stopped, but I will let those through.
If I notice that it's been auto-stopped, then I'll correct. But
we started at 7, Jeremy.
Yeah, sorry. It's 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
No, Asdemona, no! Umika is not interested in Sequoia.
I have no clue.
He needs to lay off.
The Lupin Pad Ranger. But yeah,
Aw, thanks, Zachary.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, we are adorable. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Power Rangers, on top of just being fascinating from a production standpoint and me loving it growing up and it being such a unique show, it's one of the only shows that I can watch for both reasons that you enjoy a show, which is when it's good, I really enjoy it for being good. And when it's bad, it's usually so bad that it's still entertaining. Like, Legendary Battle was hilarious. I really enjoyed Legendary Battle because, okay, the fights that showed up they were good fights. It was good Sentai footage. It was fun to see all the Rangers back. And meanwhile, the actual, like, events and the fact that Robo Knight shows up out of nowhere and the Rangers who were guest starring had no actual bearing on the plot whatsoever, I found that hilarious. So I can really enjoy the fight scenes, and I can enjoy when it's silly, because it makes no sense, and I can enjoy when they actually are doing good things for children and when they're actually exploring interesting concepts. So I have a bunch of different ways I can enjoy Power Rangers, and that's one of the things that I always like.
The way of enjoying the Power Rangers that is the memes?
Megaforce did have quite the memes going on there.
Memes.
Megaforce, oh man. When I started writing Power reviews, I had no clue what Megaforce was going to be like.
Yeah.
I did not know it was going to give me that much material to work with. Megaforce and Super Megaforce gave me a lot of material to play off of.
Oh yeah.
And that was pretty wacky. Alright, so
Let's see,
any other things that I've been missing from the chat?
Miraculous Tale of Ladybug. Oh, we have that!
That's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, we have Miraculous Tale of Ladybug.
We have yet to watch it. I've heard good things.
We have not watched it, but Seamus has. Seamus liked it.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
Yes, we have Miraculous Tale of Ladybug on our Netflix, says Demona.
Yeah.
They have it in France.
And I keep looping back to the previous question.
Looping?
One other aspect of why we keep going with Power Rangers is because of this channel. This channel has kept it. Yeah, you guys enjoy our reactions to the show. You enjoy our explorations of the show.
And we enjoy you enjoying us, and now we can enjoy each other because we can enjoy you directly in the chat.
And I also hate to leave a project unfinished because I know I've had so many unfinished projects in my life. And
we are going to get to DRPR episode 100.
I want
to get there.
That's a big thing. I can't
happen.
give up on Power Rangers when I'm still working on Power Reviews. Power Reviews still has 15 episodes left to go, and I'm going to finish it. I've had this plan in mind for years. Some elements of it I've had in mind before I even came up with Power Reviews. There are elements of the final episodes that I've had in my head for years since before Power Reviews. And once I realized that I could
finish it in a timely fashion.
Once I realized that I could tie that story idea into my idea for Power Reviews was when it all snapped together for me on how the series was going to wrap up.
The
and I can't wait to
simple
address that.
explanation for memes.
Yes.
Those
and you know what? I'm really looking forward to finally addressing why Megaforce makes as little sense as it does. Megaforce and Super Megaforce.
I'm sorry, we really don't have time to do another series.
Yeah, we do the 2 live reactions a week right now. That's pretty much as we're...
Plus we're filming for DRPR, plus I work 40 hours a week at the hospital.
And you do not have the energy for that.
I do not have, I do, we don't bring it up very often. I do have a chronic illness, so I also need to rest.
Yeah.
I have a hypersomnia.
It's like sleep disorder.
Yeah. Apparently they think it might be narcolepsy again. They have ruled that out, but now they've unruled it out. And that's why I gotta wear that weird armband thing that they're setting up for a week.
Oh, you didn't mention that.
Actigram, they call it. Anyways, point being, I need to sleep.
Yeah.
I need to work. We need to do these, that, and DRPR.
Like, I'm also a grad student and a tutor, and I'm
and
trying to become a teacher again. And this, after almost 6 years of doing this channel, it's become rather clear that this is not ever really going to be a primary source of income unless something seriously changes.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people make fairly decent money off of YouTube.
Yeah.
We might be able to go see a movie off it.
But yeah,
the profits for a whole year.
We've had a steady increase in subscribers over the course of 6 years. We've gotten about an average of 1 new subscriber a day, every day for the last 6 years.
We have a respectable audience.
Yeah.
We do not have a huge audience, but we have a respectable audience,
Yes.
and we value you.
Yeah, I love that you guys enjoy what we do so much. I wish more people were aware of us. We seem to largely be sort of the best kept secret on the internet in many ways.
Hey, and that's what everyone says about my fanfic.
Yeah. Part of it is just
underrated.
I have not played to the algorithm.
Lesser
I
known.
haven't really structured it in such a way to try and really build it.
We haven't really done a lot of SEO.
I
but
just
the thing
focus
is,
on.
we don't have the time.
I focus on the content. That's really where all my focus is.
I mean, a lot of the channels that have huge followings, they put out content on a much more regular basis than we're able to.
Yeah.
Considering that.
And they have greater engagement than we do as well.
Well, that's how they get greater engagement.
Yeah.
Because.
Well, I mean, in terms of like.
Some of them put out a video every day.
But also, like, in terms of playing themselves up on social media, interacting more in the comments.
That too.
Really building up.
Hey, I'm all over the comments.
Oh, thank you. But really building up their audience and their brand. And we don't do that.
Yeah.
And it's something where I kind of wish that I did a little bit more.
I do my best.
No, I'm saying I wish that I did a little bit more.
You just Twitter.
Because I really like the story that we've been crafting with Power Reviews.
Do we still talk to the No Pink Spandex crew?
I ran into them at Power Morphcon multiple times.
Hockey's with them, right?
No, that's Toku Ladies podcast. No, it's the Seamus and Lisa J and Jer.
Oh, well, we definitely talk with Seamus.
Yeah, I don't think you know them that
No,
well.
I only know Seamus.
You only know Seamus. But I've run into them at the last few events, and we all hung out at downtown Disney and got some dinner.
We all
together
being
last
them all
time.
because I wasn't in California yet.
It was
because I had a
me
shift at
and the No
hospital.
Pink Spandex crew. Because I kind of tagged along. I feel bad. I feel like I kind of invited myself actually. Mostly because Seamus and I were saying that we should hang out when I was out there, and I didn't want to miss out on that, and also see some other people who I hadn't seen in a while, and who I don't maintain good contact with because I'm not very good at maintaining. I'm not very good at maintaining long distance friendships, or I'm not very good at maintaining friendships. It's a weakness of mine. Like, I care about my friends, and I'm always happy to help them out if they ever need it, and I have people who I've been friends with for a very long time. I just don't see them very often, and I don't contact them very often.
He has a tendency to hibernate.
Yeah, I'm bad about that.
To become cloistered.
It's sort of I'm not great with things in terms of that whole social interaction business.
You're also not great with non-productive activity.
Yeah.
And sometimes people just want to chill out and do nothing.
I'll put it this way. I haven't actually mentioned this in anything specific, but I might have something in common with 2017 Power Rangers Billy. Just putting that out there. As I'm sure that many Power Ranger fans do. I've heard many Power Ranger fans reference the same thing.
Plenty.
But we're running low on time on the camera. It's already been over an hour.
Woo. Yeah, we better wrap this up before we run out of camera space.
Thank you all again for joining us in the chat. Sorry for your Wi-Fi there. Yeah, we
got back just in time for goodbyes.
Yeah, we're saying our goodbyes.
You can rewind and catch what you missed.
So yes, again, share to everyone you know that they should totally join us in the chat during these live reactions.
Yeah, we'll be here on Saturdays at 7 o'clock.
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard.
Not to be confused with any other time zones.
No, right now it's Eastern Daylight.
Okay, whatever. It's the time that it is.
Eastern Time.
Eastern Time. All right. So, thank you again, and until next time, farewell, Ranger fans, and let the power protect you. Have you tried turning your sword off and then back on again?
Do me a favor and give that sword a good reboot.